Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Your Canadian Toronto Blue Jays, and today it is the final game of the regular season, and well, I feel like I failed us a little bit because we have lost 100 games in the year. Still not the worst team in baseball, but if we have a look at our injury list here, the name at the top there has been a big blow. There's no doubt about that. We've been missing Vlad for several months now, and pretty much almost since we left last episode, he got his injury. So yeah, he'll be back next year. There's a few others there that have been relatively big losses as well. So Rotgard, Naylor, who's only day today, Matty Brash has just recently gone out, and we saw Rob Zastrinsky here, who has been a big part of our bullpen. So yeah, injuries have not helped us, but to be honest, we probably were going to lose 100 games anyway. But there is some signs of optimism. Now, if we go and have a look at the player development, and as I have said before, we've put a lot of effort into really trying to find the best coaches to develop players. And you can see here that it's working. Now, Cal Quantrill is maybe he's limited what he can improve. But we can see here that Julian, as a left fielder, is improving. I think we've got him at first base right now. But potentially he is quite good moving forward. Cal Breezy has improved overall up to a 2-star center fielder, so that's good. And then even like pitching is what has definitely let us down, but we've got a good pitcher here looking to come through, although torn shoulder labrum, maybe he'll be missing for a little while, but he should be back for the start of next season. If we go down, he can see everybody well, not everyone, but there's a lot of improvements that are happening. So that is all good news, and ignore these pitchers, they're still non-Canadians we haven't got rid of yet. So yeah, there is positive signs there for next season, but we definitely need to make sure that the pitching is improving, because that's what's letting us down. If we go and have a look, if we go back to this home screen here, again, if you can see it, you should be able to behind my head here. But the batting stats there aren't terrible. I mean, 4th on base percentage, 5th batting average, even 10th runs scored is not horrible. But we go down to pitching, 15th, 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 and defensively we are just a bit of a shambles. So there's no hiding where we need to improve. Of course, the issue is that we're sort of limited in how we can improve. We just need to try and develop the players to come through for us as best we can. Now, if we do look at everybody's, what is at this point essentially season stats, we can see here now with the expanded roster, 1 or 2 extras have come in, but for the most part, it's the same team that's been around for most of the season. Obviously, there's some players missing with injuries, and these guys just need to be better next season. There's 1 or 2 there, ERA plus, that are on the right side of 100, but otherwise, I mean, as I said, there's no secret what is letting the team down right now. It's very much the pitching side of things. If we do have a look at the batters, now obviously the likes of Vlad are missing from this, but a couple of names to maybe point out. Votto, now he's 39-40. If he's going to be around next season, I'm not sure yet, but he has been definitely a very big positive to the lineup. Abram Toro has been an absolute star with the bat. If maybe only we'd had him all season long, we could have done a little bit better. And then Tyler O'Neill is another one that's done quite well. Josh Naylor as well has been a nice positive, and Bo Naylor, both the Naylor brothers, I've got to say, have been really, really good. Now, maybe the stats don't quite back up with Bo, but he seems to get his hits at good times, I think, maybe as much as anything else. But yeah, the bats are adequate. The bats are fine. If this was your batting lineup for Major League Baseball, throw Vlad back in here, and it's not terrible. It's absolutely fine. But it's, as I say, pitching lets us down, and until we can fix that, then we're going to have these problems, aren't we? But let's go and face the Tampa Bay Rays in the final game of the regular season and see if we can tap out with a win. Prepare to be disappointed, Toronto, as tonight's starting lineup takes the field. At first base, it's Freddie Freeman. At second base, it's Abraham Toro. At third base, it's Charles LeBlanc. At shortstop, it's Otto Lopez. In left field tonight, it's Tyler O'Neill. In center field, it's Deshaun Brown. In right field, it's Josh Naylor. The hitter tonight is Edward Julian. Behind the plate, it's Big Bo Naylor. And throwing the pies tonight is James Paxton. So matchups Could be better, if I'm honest, but here we go anyway. It's Otto Lopez leading us off at shortstop. It is Naylor with his injured back at right field batting second. Freeman, the only matchup we win, he is at first base and bats 3. O'Neill cleans up in left field. It is Julian O'Neill DHing at 5. Abram Toro at second base bats 6. Naylor the catcher bats 7. LeBlanc at third base, he bats 8. It is Deshaun Brown at the center fielder batting 9. And James Paxton is our man on the mound today. He is a 16, that'd be nice, a 6-15 record, an ERA of 7.91, a whip of 171. I mean, those numbers are fairly high, aren't they? Compare that to Drew Rasmussen for them, an 8-16 record, so still not fantastic. A 5.50 ERA and a whip of 146. I mean, normally you'd say that that guy loses a pitching matchup, not against our team. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'd cry, wouldn't you? All right, let's get things underway. It is Brujan, or a name of something like that, that will lead us off. And, yeah, we finish off at home. Recent form has not been great. I didn't actually show you the what's it called, the schedule thing, did I? But, yeah, it's not been fantastic. You probably don't want to see it. But we start things off with a ground ball out at first and 1 away. Paxson will now face Randy Arizona, who is batting .259 this season. An 0-1 pitch, he misses the bunt. And it'll be an 0-2 pitch now, a 1-2 pitch in fact, and a strikeout for Mr. Paxson. Go on, Jeremy. As Vander Franco will come in now for them, batting .328 this season. I do believe the Rays are going to the postseason. I could be wrong on that, as he knocks one out into right field for a 2-out single. Bringing in Brandon Lowe, batting .219 this season. A full count and a strikeout as Paxson ends the top of the first without giving anything up. Rasmussen will face Lopez now. Lopez batting .252 this year. He's not been terrible by any means. Ideally, defensively, we wouldn't have him at shortstop, but we're just lacking in options right now as he starts us off with a nice single up the middle. So, yeah, excellent stuff. And let's see what we can do now with Josh Naylor, batting .292 this season, 78 RBIs. He's done very, very well. And he's hit that into center field just for a wonderful moment. I thought it might be leaving. But it will be caught. Runner will stay at first. And in will come Freddie Freeman, batting .317. He's up there in the top 3 of the league. 97 RBIs, 20-odd home runs, 29 home runs. O'Neill also on 29 home runs will come in. He is going to bat with 1 out, 2 on. An 0-2 pitch. I just noticed Joey Votto isn't in the lineup. So he's right up there with home runs as well. Julian, who has really come back well this season. A 2-2 pitch, 2 on, 2 out. And he forgets to swing. And that ends the first. It stays scoreless. And Yandy Diaz will lead them off, batting .252. And he's absolutely whacked that one into right center field for a leadoff double. Just, yes. What was I was saying something down, then I've forgotten what it was. O'Neill, Julian. It's gone. It's gone. An 0-2 pitch. And that is going to drop in as well, is it? It's going to lead. Is it? Oh, it's a bullet throw, but it's not in time. And the Rays take a 1-0 lead. No one out in the top of the second. Paredes will come in now, batting .225. It's a 2-2 pitch with a runner at second. And it's a strikeout for 1 away. Manuel Margot now, batting .269. A 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball to third base. Over to first. 2 away. And let's see if we can get out of this, just giving up the 1. It's Bethancourt batting .208. A first pitch swing, a ground ball again to third base. It should be out at first. So just the 1 run given up. And in now will come Abram Toro, batting .266 this season. I think I was saying Joey Votto is he's been right up there with home runs. I think he has 29 home runs as well. So we've got 3 guys on 29 home runs, looking to see who can lead the season there. Bo Naylor batting .259, a 3-0 pitch, and a 1-out walk. So we'll take that. In comes LeBlanc, batting .229 this season. First pitch, there goes Bo, and oh, the catcher with a stolen base. His 8th of the season, very nicely done. All right, runner in scoring position as LeBlanc forgets to swing. 2 away. It comes down to Deshaun Brown, batting .218. He has 28 RBIs this season. Can he add a 29th? He can, as he slaps it into right field. And Bo will turn. He will come home and he will tie the game. Deshaun Brown with a game-tying RBI single. Otto Lopez, who's 1 for 1, will come in. Now, Brown is a very good base runner. Will he try and steal? No, he won't. As Lopez pops one up to end the second, but a run apiece. We'll go into the third. Paxson versus Brujan, who is 0 for 1. A 3-0 pitch. And we start things off with a walk. Alright, Randy Arizona now, who's 0 for 1. And he hits that into right field, and it is going to drop in for a hit. And the runner will stay at second, but 2 on, no one out. Franco to the plate. He is 1 for 1. It's a 1-0 pitch. It is hit into left field. Tyler O'Neill on the hop. And it will load the bases with no one out. And this is where it starts to go a little bit wrong, you suspect. Brandon Lowe coming in now, 0 for 1. We would love a strikeout. Can we get it? It's an 0-2 pitch. Oh, we can. And it gives us a potential way out of this inning. Yandy Diaz now, who is 1 for 1. Can we get a double play? Can we get a strikeout? Will we walk in a run? Or will it be caught? No, it's just going to drop in. And it will be everybody move around 1. 2-1 now to the Rays. Still loaded bases. Still 1 out for Luke Raleigh, who is 1 for 1. Already with 1 RBI. It's another full count. And it is straight up. It should be caught by somebody. I think it's Toro underneath it. And eventually he makes the catch. 2 away. Still loaded bases. If we can get out of this just giving up 1. I tell you what, I'd sign for that, wouldn't you? At loaded bases, none out. Paredes now, a 1-2 pitch. It's a strikeout. And that keeps this game alive. 2-1 the Rays lead as we go to bat in the bottom of the third. Naylor to lead us off, 0 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. Come on, Joshy boy. No, Naylor watches it. And it is 1 away. Freddie Freeman now, who walked first time around, a 3-0. Freeman walks again. Alright, Tyler O'Neill, 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. O'Neill gets it into right field. Freeman holds. He could have kept going. And he will stop at second. So it is 2 on. It is 1 out. It is Julian to the plate. Sorry, he is batting 0 for 1 today. A full count. And I call him O'Neill. This is why I'm calling him O'Neill. Because back in the 90s, there was I'm a Brisbane Broncos fan in the rugby league, and there was a player for them, Julian O'Neill. So the fact that Julian is batting after O'Neill, it's not working for my brain. All right, so Toro, 2 on, 2 out, big at bat, big pitch, and he gets it up the middle, and that just might tie the game. We go home, and it does. Toro with a game-tying RBI single for the second inning in a row. So runners at the corners, 2 out, and it is a pitching change. Jason Adam coming in for them, ERA of 3.43 this season. He's going to face Bo, who walked first time around. A 1-2 pitch. Come on, Bowie boy. Come on, mate. Oh, at least he swung. At least he swung. We go to the fourth, tied at 2. It is Margot to lead them off to face Paxson. Margot 0 for 1. It's an 0-1 pitch. It's a ground ball to third base. LeBlanc has it over to first. And that is 1 away even. It is Bethencourt, or whatever his name is now, 0 for 1. A 2-0 pitch and a slap into right field for a 1-out single as Josh gets it in. It'll bring Brujan back to the plate, who was 0 for 1, I think with a walk in there. A full count, and it's a second walk. We can't be doing this, James. 2 on, 1 out now to face Randy Arizona, who's 1 for 2. A 1-1 pitch. And a ball into deep left field, but O'Neill is there. It's actually not that deep of a left field. And it's a very simple catch, bringing Franco to the plate. 2 for 2. Can Paxson get the better of him third time around? Yes, he can! High and inside, he swings and he ends the inning. It is still 2-2, bottom of the fourth. LeBlanc to lead us off, 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch, and Charles swings straight through it, 1 away. Deshaun Brown, who tied the game up in the second with an RBI single. A 1-2 pitch on him, and he strikes out. 2 away for Lopez, who is 1 for 2. Led the game off, of course, with a single. And he sends that into right centre field, but it will be caught. And it will end the fourth. And apparently we just do what they do. Paxson to face Lowe, who leads them off. 0 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. It is hit into centre field. Brown is there, makes the catch, 1 away. Alright, Yondi Diaz, who is 2 for 2. Can we get him third time's a charm? An 0-1 pitch. And a ground ball past LeBlanc into left field, and it should be a double. So with 1 away, Diaz stands at second. And we're going to have a little bit of work to do to make sure that we are not behind going into the 5th. Rayleigh now, who is 1 for 2. A full count on him. And a ball in to shallow right field. Is that going to score the run? It is not. But 1 away, runners at the corners for Paredes, who is 0 for 2. We need this out, James. Come on, mate. A 2-0 pitch. A ground could be a double play. It could be a double play. It is a double play. And they remain scoreless in the 5th. We'll go and bat in the bottom of the inning. Naylor to lead us off. Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 2. It's a first pitch swing. Josh Naylor lines it straight into the glove of the second baseman, 1 away. Freddie Freeman now, who has walked twice to face the new man, Mason Montgomery, who has an ERA of 4.70. It's a 1-2 pitch on Freddie. Come on, mate. Oh, he watches it. He watches it, and it's 2 down. O'Neill comes in now. He is 1 for 2. A full count. 2 out. No one on. O'Neill swings at ball 4, it looked like, and that will do it for the 5th. To the 6th. And it is Curtis Taylor coming in to pitch for us. Now, decent outing from Paxson. Let's be fair to him. Taylor has an ERA of 6.17. He's going to face Margot, who is 0 for 2. And it is a full count, and it is a ball through the right side of the infield. Now, I think we had Curtis Taylor somewhere once before. It may have even been when we were at the Blue Jays, and he was quite good. So he's one of the guys I'm really hoping does develop into a good bullpen pitcher for us. As that is straight up in the air, should be caught by somebody. It's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Runner will obviously stay at first, as he has to do, and that will be 1 away. In comes Bruja for another one. He is 0 for 1 with 10 walks. And that is popped up into right field for 2 away. So far, so good for Taylor. Randy Arizona comes in now. He is 1 for 3 tonight. It's a 1-1 pitch. 2 out, runner at first. Ground ball to third base. LeBlanc has it over to first. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. We are being out hit 10-4. But it's only 2-2 on the run scored column. And that's all that matters. Julian to lead us off, 0 for 2. It's a full count. And Julian draws the leadoff walk. Not the greatest base runner. Abram Toro to the plate. He is 1 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. And Toro watches strike 3. In comes Bo. 0 for 1 with a walk. A 2-0 pitch. Come on, Naylor. Naylor hits the centre field, and that will be 2 away. Runner will have to stay at first. Alright. It comes down to LeBlanc to try and drive in this run. He's only... Well, he got 52 RBIs. That's not terrible. There's the 2... Oh, they picked him off. Never mind. We'll start again in the 7th. Franco to lead them off. He is 2 for 3. He's going to face Curtis Taylor. It's going to be a full count. And it's going to be a single up the middle. And Brown gets it in to keep the runner indeed at first. So leadoff man and Roman Wick will now come in to pitch. ERA for him this season of 3.78. A very, very respectable 3.78. Brandon Lowe, hopefully to not do any damage to that. You'll almost just leave him in the bullpen for this one. Why bother trying to ruin that ERA that he's put up this season? That is, as I say, shockingly respectable for any of our pitchers. And if we were doing sort of the end of season awards that we would do on sort of the main series, which should be starting soon, I haven't got exactly when. It just depends as we line it straight back for 2 away. I'm hoping this week. I'm hoping at some point this week that will start. And can we get the runner at second? No, not quite. So the go-ahead run in the top of the 7th is in scoring position. It is a 2-2 pitch. Can we end this inning? It's a ground ball straight to Freddie Freeman. And we will stretch tied at 2 on the final day. Okay, welcome back. It is LeBlanc to lead us off. It's a 2-1 pitch, and it is absolutely belted! And Charles LeBlanc, for so long at the Muppet at shortstop, he gives us the lead in the bottom of the 7th. A huge 407-foot bomb. And for the first time in this game, we have a lead. Deshaun Brown will come in now, 1 for 2 tonight. A full count for him. And a strikeout for 1 away. Yeah, I do think the problem, and it sort of shows, I think, in the pitching ERA, thankfully, we've played pretty well when we've been on YouTube, as Arto Lopez gets his second hit of the night. I thought that was getting caught for sure. But what does happen from time to time is we do get the odd blowout result, and I think that is, you know, every pitcher sort of is as guilty as anybody else. There's no sort of one person, and so that is where these high ERAs come from. I mean, a team that has lost as many games as we have is going to have off days, and that is going to get to second. So we're going to have a full count. Lopez at second, Freeman at the plate, 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. What will happen? This is a big pitch, and Freeman grounds it to the first baseman. But we go, we go to the 8th, and we go there with a lead. Wick to face Paredes, who is 0 for 3. It's a full count, and it is popped up into left field. O'Neill is there, makes the catch in foul territory for 1 away. It is a pinch hitter, Manzardo, coming in now, batting .309 this season. He's going to face Wick. It's a 3-1 pitch. And the tying run is aboard, which means the go-ahead run is at the plate, and it's Indigo Diaz coming in. An ERA of 4.41 for him. Now, he's only come in sort of more recent times. Indigo Diaz, of course, we did have at the Tigers for a number of seasons, and that is why he shouldn't maybe be on the field. So as soon as we took the lead, it didn't last long. Bethenthorpe, 407 feet, probably hit it to the exact same fan out there. And Tampa now lead 4-3 as Brujan comes back in. It's a 2-2 pitch, so that's going to be a run, isn't it? A run each for Wick and for Diaz. And a 1-out single there as well. And Randy Arizona now will come in. An 0-2 pitch. And that should be caught out there in right field for 2 away. And Franco now with a runner at first. 2 out. We'll watch strike 3. But it's all a little bit too little too late there for Diaz as he gives up the 2-run home run that has us once again behind. Another pitching change. Reifert, I believe, is how I will say that name. Comes in to face O'Neill. O'Neill, I don't think has been on base yet tonight. It's a full count. If he'd like to put one over the fence, it would be good timing. But instead, he strikes out. In comes Julian, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. It's a 1-1 pitch. Julian! That might have just tied us up, Edward! Julian has done it! Over into right field. It is 4-4. It's gone 388 feet, and Edward Julian continues his season of redemption after we dropped him down to AAA when he just honestly looked hopeless. But that is his 13th home run now. And he could be a big part of what we do next season as Toro strikes out for 2 away. Bringing in Bo Naylor, who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch, sorry. Bo strikes out. And we will go to the 9th, tied. Indigo Diaz will continue to Lowe, who is 0 for 4. Can we keep the O? It's a full count. And it is hit into center field. Brown is there and makes a simple catch, 1 away. In comes Diaz, who is 3 for 4 and been a bit of a destroyer for us so far tonight. A full count and a walk. So once again we have tying run aboard, go ahead run at the plate, and Trevor Brigden comes in. ERA of 5.43 for him this season. He's going to face Rayleigh, who is 2 for 4. It's a 1-2 pitch. Double play would be a very nice thing indeed here. But we will take a strikeout. That is 2 away. And Paredes will come in 0 for 4. Can we keep his O? It's a 1-2 pitch. And he watches strike 3 again. And we go to the bottom of the 9th with a chance to win the final game of the season. LeBlanc, who crushed the ball last time up. It's an 0-1 pitch. And LeBlanc has tried it again. Is that going to drop in? It is. So go ahead run aboard. Leadoff single for Charles. And Calabrese will come in to pinch hit, batting .218 so far this season. An 0-1. He looks to lay down a bunt. He misses. Which means it is now a 1-2 pitch. And he gets it through the left side of the infield. So pinch hitting Calabrese. 2 on, no one out. And Otto Lopez to the plate, who is 2 for 4 tonight. An 0-2 pitch. Otto gets it into center field, but it's going to be caught, and I don't think it's going to get Charles over to third, is it? Oh, maybe it is. He gets there. The big belly flop at the end. One away, runners at the corners, and that winning run is just 90 feet away. Josh Naylor, 0 for 4. If he gets the ball into the outfield, surely it wins us for us. There goes the runner. That was a stupid thing to do, because if he had been thrown out there, it takes the sac fly out of things. But he got there, so it's fine. But what an idiotic thing for the manager to do. Anyway, Josh Naylor. And 1-0 pitch. Josh Naylor, it's going deep into right field. Tagging up is Charles LeBlanc. The throw comes in, but Charles is there. And LeBlanc has won us the game. It is 5-4. And we end the season. A miserable season, but we end on a high. So there we go, that is how the season ends for us, 60 and 102. It's not great, but there is, and I know it sounds stupid, but there is something there for us, I think. We're not as bad as I thought we were going to be. Let me know what you think in the comments. We could have been a lot worse this season. If we go to expanded standings, which I've only just discovered, 2 games more. Ignore the run difference, that doesn't look great. But, post All-Star will be better than before All-Star. I mean, remembering post All-Star essentially was without Vlad as well. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really loving this team. And I do just think that there might be something there for us in a couple of seasons' time if we can just, if we can keep developing players. But there's all the season leaders for us. Freddie Freeman with a batting average of .316. Freeman and O'Neill, 29 home runs apiece ahead of Votto with 28. Freeman 97 RBIs, O'Neill 87, and Josh Naylor 79. And stolen bases, Brown 27 ahead of O'Neill and Calabrese. Now, given that Brown and Calabrese both center fielders, they probably, the split game time, that they both got pretty good numbers there, I would say. The pitching is a little bit of a shame. It's probably the best way to sum it up. Best ERA of the starters of 5.59. I mean, that needs to be the worst starting ERA, doesn't it? And even then, it's a little bit too much. Brash leads the way with 9 wins. Now, given that he was closing for a little while in the season as well, that's not ideal. Ideally, the closer wouldn't have the most wins. Strikeouts, though, it's Privata. Now, he's relatively young, isn't he? 20-something? Oh, he's just turned 30, so yeah, he's around for a little while. Paxton and Talon as well are right up there in strikeouts, and then innings pitched, a couple of the starters that have done a good job for us. So there we go. We'll be back next time around. What we'll do is we'll play through the off-season, and I'll play through the off-season, and I'll see you back for opening day again. I'm really looking forward to having a spring training to have a look at some players. We should have quite a few bodies back fit as well. So yeah, I'm quietly optimistic next year we won't lose 100 games. But anyway, until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.